They don't care. They only want to see the battery voltage. With this 256 kb, you need to write very complex firmwares in it, and you need to make sure that it fits in that 256 kb. And that 256 kb will also be further divided into different parts as well. So it can be divided like, let's say 8 kb you reserved for your bootloader, and then 20 kb you reserved for some flash data, which will be like your version of the software that it is running, the device, the customer name, the version number, your build pass date, everything. Basically, some important bunch of information you can store in the flash. And then you are left with 228 kb, which is even lesser than the original memory footprint of this device. And in that low memory, you have to store complex algorithms, some digital processing, okay, some analog to digital converter, and the processing, conditioning, and converting it to physical readable values for the user. So because the user doesn't care if I'm getting some 969 raw count from ADC, they don't care. They only want to see the battery voltage or the temperature, okay, or they don't care what duty cycle my PWM is running on. They only want to see the motor moving. So things like that, it really makes it challenging to write firmware for these products. Nowadays we have obviously more like high memory also, but from what I have seen somewhere around 4 MB of flash, which is still very less if you compare it to these laptops or MacBooks or your phones, okay. So which is still very less. It is nothing. These guys have some 32 gigs of RAM and a lot of shit.